Sir,
Yes, Arsil.
oh, Power World.
Powerball simulator.
Ah.
Okay. Okay. So now we start our lab session. So first of all, it is subject code is E444 simulation lab. Uh, Now, what is the importance of simulation lab? First of all, the simulation modeling solves the real world problems, right? Second one is it provides an important method of analysis which is easily verified, communicated, and understood. And third one, most important is across industry and disciplinary, simulation modeling provide valuable solution by giving clear insight into complex systems. And before implementation of hardware, you have first of all do the simulation and verify your model is correct or not. After that, you will implement the hardware, right? So this is very important for your final year, final sem project, right? So in this, uh, in our department, right, we have this software. First one is SKM Power Tools, MATLAB, CYME, Power Factory, Magnet, OrCAD, MyPower, and PSCAD. Other one is we also purchase the ANSYS. Okay. So first of all, what are the applications or which type of analysis we perform in Power Factory software? So in Power Factory software, we perform state estimation analysis, quasi-dynamic simulation, distribution network analysis, arc flash analysis, optimal power flow, probability analysis. There are others, many applications you can solve in Power Factory software. Second one is MyPower. In MyPower, mainly we do steady state analysis, load forecasting analysis, electromagnetic transient analysis, security monitoring, assessment and control, relay coordination, load flow analysis, optimal power flow analysis, all are the analysis we perform in MyPower. Another one is PSCAD software. In PSCAD software, you can perform AC transient studies, insulation coordination, SSR related study. What is the full form of SSR? Subsynchronous resonance. Okay, wait. Now clear, Bhargav?
Yes, sir.
Hello. Clear, Bhargav? Now screen is
Yes, sir.
visible? Yes. Okay. Next one is SKM Power Tools. In that you can perform harmonic analysis, transient motor starting analysis, distribution reliability analysis, transient stability analysis, arc flash evaluation, and cable ampacity analysis. Now in this lab, we perform total 8 experiments. The first one is optimal power flow analysis using Powerworld simulator software. Right. Optimal power flow, it is covered in a E441 MEERS subjects. Right. So we can do the optimal power flow analysis and in Powerworld simulator. Second one is a transient stability improvement using FACS controller in PSET software. FACS is a flexible AC transmission system. It is covered in a Dharmeshwar subject, right? And PSET is a one toolbox which is used in a MATLAB. PSET is a one simulation Simulink toolbox which we use in MATLAB software. Another one is a third one is a load forecasting using soft computing method in Orange software. Fourth practical is load flow analysis using MyPower software. Now this is very important practical. Practical number 5, design or hybrid AC/DC microgrid for commercial residential application using Humor Pro software. This is a very good software for microgrid analysis. 6 practical is speed control of induction motor using 5-level converters. We can do the mathematical modeling in MATLAB of induction motor and 5-level inverter for speed control. Next is calculation of transmission line parameters using Scilab software. Scilab is similar to the MATLAB in that we can do the programming, right? And last one is a transformer design and calculation of leakage inductance of transformer using FEMM software. Okay, so if you have any suggestion regarding this, so you can tell me, anyone, or is it okay or not? So we can modify our practicals if you suggest. Good. Anyone? Neil? 16E085.
કઈ રીતે સર સજેશન જોઈએ છે?
મીન્સ કોઈ પ્રેક્ટિકલ તમારે ઇમ્પ્રુવ ડિલીટ કરીને કોઈ નવા નાખવા છે તમારે? બીજા કોઈ કે સર અમારે આવા એનાલિસિસ કરવા છે? નીલ ઓલરેડી તું તો કદાચ આ તો બધું તને ઓલરેડી આવડે છે માય પાવર ની, રાઈટ? ખાસ એવું થઈ ગયું
એટલું જોઈલું સર. હા,
ઓકે ઓકે. અવધ, અવધ પ્રેક્ટિકલ કયા કેટલા ટોટલ કેટલા પ્રેક્ટિકલ્સ હતા? હાઉ મેની પ્રેક્ટિકલ્સ આર ધેર?
So I haven't counted.
Already number is already given. Okay, my video is. You can see my screen or not, Avadh?
Yes, sir, I can see, but there is no PPT over here.
No PPT. Bhargav, PPT नहीं देखा थी कोई ने?
સર સ્લો આવે છે.
દેખાય છે.
દેખાય છે અત્યારે આજ દેખાય છે પ્રેક્ટિકલ લિસ્ટ દેખાય છે ઓલરેડી બધાને?
હા સર દેખાય છે સર.
હા સર દેખાય છે.
હા સર દેખાય છે.
અત્યારે લિસ્ટ આવી ગઈ છે.
Okay.
હા સર દેખાય છે.
Yes, sir, I can see now.
Total 8 practicals are there, right? Okay.
યસ સર.
So we use different software for different analysis. Okay. So my focus is cover all the main software which you have used during your project, right? And therefore I have planned this practical list for you. Okay. So if still you have any suggestion to modify our practical list, then tell me. Okay. Any modification or any practicals you want to add? From this, Powerworld Simulator is a free available source. PSET is also available. Orange software is also available. MyPower is not available, right? It is a licensed version. We have our in our campus we have nine license, right? And at your home there is no available source, so we can think about it. Humor Pro is available. MATLAB is also available, Scilab is available, and FEMM is also available. Okay, all are the freely available. You can download it, okay, or you can download from Microsoft Team. Already I have uploaded Powerworld Simulator source in Excel number 1 in our team. Okay. So this is our lab planning. First of all,
सर
I can,
हेलो
yes,
सर शुभम हियर एक
yes, Shubham.
सजेशन છે સર કે સર ઇફ પોસિબલ તો સર આન્સર્સ કાં તો પછી આઈપી એસપીસી 58 કોરસ સર આ બેમાંથી કોઈ એક તમે એડ કરી શકો તો થોડું બેટર રહેશે ઇફ
શુભમ,
પોસિબલ
જે તે સેકન્ડ્સ ઓફ પૈકી તેનું મેં નામ કોઈ દિવસ નહીં સાંભળ્યું હજી સુધી, રાઈટ? પણ
Okay,
આન્સર્સ I try to include it in practical list, right? Because ANSYS ની હજી અમારી ટ્રેનિંગ પણ હવે ચાલુ થવાની છે, right? After completed that training, right? હું ટ્રાય કરીશ કે એને તમારી આમાં ઇન્ક્લુડ કરી શકું. ઓકે,
ઓકે સર યા થેન્ક યુ
so this is our lab planning. It is already available, right? Now first practical. First of all, I have introduced all the practical, what type of analysis we can done in practical. Therefore, first is optimal power flow using Powerball simulator software. Now, what do you mean by optimal power flow? Anyone? Have you heard about this word, optimal power flow?
either to maximize or minimize the flow of power according to the load demand.
We can maximize or minimize the flow of power according to the load demand. Now, why it is optimal? What do you mean by optimal power flow? What is the difference between power flow and optimal power flow? Because Mihir sir is already started your chapter, load flow analysis, right?
Which is economic, efficient and reliable.
Yes, Arsil, very good. Optimal means either minimization or maximization, right? So in optimal power flow, in this practical, our aim is to minimize the operating cost, right? Which satisfy the constraint, okay? So OPF provides the ability to optimally dispatch the generation in an area or group of area, which simultaneously enforcing the transmission line and interface limit. OPF can then calculate the marginal price to supply electricity to a bus. Now, what do you mean by bus? Anyone? Have you heard about this word bus? Not AMTS bus, BRTS bus, ST bus, right? What do you mean by bus? Nilu?
Sir, bus is the transmission line connect the two nodes.
Yes. Okay. Any other? Anjali? Meet but 17006. What do you mean by bus? नहीं लगता मीत पल्लव पल्लव Sivraj, what do you mean by bus?
Hello.
Sivraj?
Yes, sir. Shivraj is here. Shivraj is here.
Yes. What do you mean by
Sir,
bus?
bus is kind of transmission line which connects generators to the loads and other components of the power system.
Okay, very good, nice. Which type of buses are present in a power system? Anyone? Mihir sir is already started that chapter, load flow analysis in E441.
Load bus,
Yes,
load
Subham.
bus, stack bus and generator bus.
Yes. Very good, Subham. Jaimal?
Hello.
Jaimal, what is the difference between load bus and slack bus?
No, sir.
Okay, no problem. Huh? Okay, so this type of demo version is available up to 30 bus. This is bus, right? In that, generators, load, and transmission line is connected between two buses. Okay, so it is called a bus. Normally, there are three types of buses are there. One is a slack bus. Second one is a PV bus, and third one is a load bus. Okay. So we can do the optimal power analysis in Powerwall simulator. Second one is a tangent stability improvement is in FACS controller in PSET software. Right. Now what do you mean by stability? Anyone? First of all, understand the word. What do you mean by stability? Deep?
Sir, without any
Okay, no problem. Carry on.
disturbance or interaction.
No, it is not a stability. Smith 17E014 Smith Desai. What do you mean by stability?
There is no change.
No idea, Smith? Okay.
Sir, desirable performance.
Desirable performance, okay, somewhat near. It is the ability of the system to work within a limit, right? Or equipment, system or equipment to work within a limit. It is called the stability, right? Normally there are three types of stabilities are there: voltage stability, tangent stability, right? Angular stability. Okay. So it is already covered in your E441 subject. So in this practical, we can use a UPFC FACS controller. Now full form of UPFC is Unified Power Flow Controller. It is a combination of STATCOM, Static Synchronous Compensator, and SSSC, Static Synchronous Series Compensator. STATCOM is a combination of UPFC is a combination of STATCOM and SSSC. So by connecting the UPFC, we can improve the stability of our system, right? We can perform this practical in PSET software, okay? By using UPFC FACS controller, okay? Third practical is load forecasting. Now, what is the importance of load forecasting? Why we do load forecasting in today's smart grid scenarios? What is the importance of grid? That?
Sir, to know the future demand.
Yes, very good. So how can it is useful for our future analysis after knowing the demand?
To extend our grid or our power system.
Yes, very good, very good. Okay. So load forecasting means you can predict your load, future load, right? Forecast your future load. Okay, how much demand is there? How much generation is there? How much power transmission is available on a transmission line, right? This type of forecasting you can done using Orange software, MATLAB, right? Python. Okay, Python is also used for load forecasting, right? It is a very good, and this is the main focus of today's research, forecasting, right? So this particular is very useful for you. This is a model of Orange software. We can do this model in Orange software. Okay. Next one is load flow analysis. We can already discuss, and we also more discussion about load flow analysis in first practical, right? After completing this PPT. Okay. So this is the MyPower software. We can perform in MyPower software we can perform the load flow analysis. HumoPro software, right? In HumoPro software, we can consider the PV, photovoltaic, diesel generator, AC load, and battery energy storage. And our prime objective is cost minimization and CO2 emission minimization, right? So we can design a microgrid, okay, in HumoPro software, first of all. 5-level inverter, speed control of 5-level inverter, 5 level converter, speed control of induction motor using 5 level converter, which we can do in MATLAB simulation. Okay. Now, in this practical simulation of 5 level direct clamp multi-level inverter for 3-phase induction motor is presented using SPWM technique. What is the full form of SPWM? Sinusoidal pulse width modulation. Okay. So by using this technique, we can design the inverter, and by using the inverter, we can control the speed of induction motor. Okay. This is a very good course of Udemy. Induction motor using, speed control of induction motor using MATLAB. In this Udemy course, there are give you the .m file, means you can learn about the MATLAB coding of this speed control of induction motor. This is very good course for Udemy. If you want to learn, then enroll and learn this course. It is completely based on a programming. Okay. If possible, then I can show. Yes. Shubham, have you seen my screen?
Yes, sir. हाँ sir.
Udemy નું દેખાય છે તમને લોકોને બધાને?
हाँ sir.
Okay. So this is a
Screen
very,
hang.
yes, this is a very good course. Speed control of induction motor is in MATLAB. It is mainly maybe 2 hours or bus. Right. So if you want to learn this, then you can join this course. Okay. Transmission line parameter. It is we perform this practical or in Skylab software. We can calculate the performance of parameters for a short transmission line, medium T network transmission line, medium pi network transmission line, and long transmission line. Okay, we do the coding for these 4 methods in Skylab software. Okay, and final practical is transformer design and calculation of leakage inductance of transformer in FEMM software. FEMM means finite element method magnetics. Okay, this is a very good software. Okay, so if you have any question regarding this, then you can ask me. Okay, any question? Anyone having any doubt? જાગો છો કે બધા સુઈ ગયા છો?
જાગીએ છે સર.
જાગો છો ને? હા. અક્ષર, બરાબર. So any doubt, any question?
સર
Yes.
આપણે મેથોડોલોજી કેવી રીતે રહેશે, એટલે તમે જ્યારે એક્સપેરિમેન્ટ કરાવશો ત્યારે અમારે અહીંયા સોફ્ટવેરમાં સાથે કરવાનું કે કેવી રીતે હશે?
આમાં મે બી તમારા બધા પાસે લેપટોપ હોય તો પોસિબલ નહીં, રાઈટ? ઘણા સ્ટુડન્ટો પાસે લેપટોપ નહીં હોય પોસિબલ. ઓકે, સો મારું પ્લાનિંગ તો એવું જ છે કે હું સોફ્ટવેરમાં અહીંયા તમને એક સ્ટેપ શીખવાડીશ, પછી અમારા વિડીયો પણ હશે, એ તમને ડાયરેક્ટ મળી જશે બધા વિડીયો, રાઈટ? અને મે બી જ્યારે તમને કદાચ પોસિબલ થાય કોલેજ આવવાનું, ઓકે, તો ત્યારે તમે અહીંયા પ્રેક્ટિસ કરજો. સ્ટીલ એની પણ તમને કોઈ ડાઉટ હોય તો પાછું આપણે ફરીથી પાછું એનાલિસિસ કરશું બધા અહીંયા કોલેજ આવશો ત્યારે. જો અને તમારી પાસે લેપટોપ હોય તો હું તમને બધા સોર્સ આપી શકીશ અને બધું આપી શકીશ, મોડલ બોડલ બધું. અને તમારે ઘરેથી પણ કરવું હોય તો એ મને કોઈ પ્રોબ્લેમ નહીં, રાઈટ? પણ સાથે ના કરો તો સારું. અને જો સાથે કરવું હોય તમે કરી શકતા હો સાથે, સો એ તમારા પર ડિપેન્ડ છે કે તમારી કેવી રીતે પોસિબલ થાય છે બંને જગ્યાએ. બીકોઝ પીસીમાં તમારું હશે અને પીસીમાં તમારું ટીમ ખુલ્લું હશે તો તમે પ્રેઝન્ટ જોઈ કેવી રીતે શકશો અને કરી કેવી રીતે શકશો. અથવા મોબાઈલમાં તમે સ્ક્રીન રાખો માઇક્રોસોફ્ટ ટીમની અને લેપટોપમાં કરો તો થાય પોસિબલ, રાઈટ?
હા સર.
અથવા તો રેકોર્ડિંગ મળી જાય પછી શાંતિથી તમારી પાસે લેપટોપ હોય તો પતી જાય, પછી તમે કદાચ ઈચ્છા થાય રાતે કે એમ અથવા સન્ડે સેટરડે સન્ડે તો તમે કરી શકશો. ઓકે ઓકે હર્ષલ?
ઓકે ઓકે ઓકે
ઓકે. અર્પિત?
યસ સર.
હા, જાગે છે ને?
હા સર, અહીંયા જ છું સર.
અહીંયા તો છે પણ ખબર છે ને શું ચાલે છે એમ?
હા સર, હવે સાંભળું જ છું.
Anuj, so now we start Powerwall simulator. Okay. This is a Powerwall simulator software. It is two versions are available. One is the education version and another one is a Glover and Sarma version. Right? You can download it education version. Okay. The source is already available in Team. Right? So you can download it from experiment number 1. So first of all, how can we draw the model in Powerwall simulator, right? So let's start. First of all, we go in file, for file, new case, right? After that, there is a different tabs are available: case information, draw, one lines, tools, option, add-ons, and windows. So first of all, you for drawing the model in Powerwall simulator, we can go in draw, right? From that, these networks, in networks there are bus, generator, load, switch and capacitors, transmission line without transformer, transmission line with transformer, series capacitor, DC transmission line. All the elements are given. So now first of all, if you want to draw the bus, then select the bus, single click. So this type of symbol is available. Now in your file, right, just single click, sorry. Okay, single click and then one second. Delete objects. Okay, this is bus, right? So by selecting the bus, you know, mouse માં થોડી તકલીફ છે, બેક રીડાયરેક્ટ ને તો તમે ડ્રો કરી શકો છો easily. Okay, right. One second. I can see the main file, teams, files, class material. Okay. આ દેખાય છે તમને ટ્યુટોરિયલ 1?
યસ સર.
હા સર, પણ થોડુંક ઝૂમ કરો ને સર તો ક્લિયર દેખાય.
હા સર ઝૂમ કરો થોડું.
એક સેકન્ડ અર્પિત, એનું કરી દઈએ.
હા સર.
Visible?
હા
Yes,
સર
sir.
બરોબર.
Okay, right. So first of all, this is not our first practical, right? This is for introduction of Powerwall simulator. How can you draw the model in Powerwall simulator? Okay, so we can do the load flow analysis in Powerwall simulator, right? First of all, So this type of data are given mainly if you download any standard bus system data from Google, you can find the two types of data. One is a transmission line data, another one is a bus data, right? Now, what do you mean by transmission line data, or which type of data are present in transmission line data? So first of all, the line between two buses, right, from bus 1 to bus 2, right, there is one line is present whose resistance is 0.02 pu, reactance is 0.2 pu, and susceptance is 0.05. Okay, so we can draw the transmission line between these two buses. So we select the transmission line, single click, move downward. Again, if you want to move right hand side, then again single click, again single click, and wherever you end at that time double click. Okay, so in this there is a line is present between bus number 1 and bus number 2. Okay, so you can specify the resistance, reactance and susceptance of this line. So our for first line, the resistance is 0.02 pu, reactance is 0.2 pu, and susceptance is 0.05. Right. So 0.02. One second, or software. First of all, we draw the buses. After the transmission line.
Sir, screen visible નથી.
એક જ સેકન્ડ કરી દો. आई स्क्रीन?
ना सर, हजी नहीं आई
सर.
ना नहीं आई.
विजिबल?
Yes
हाँ
sir.
सर, હવે आई.
और resistance is 0.02 pu, reactance is 0.2 pu, and susceptance is 0.05. Right. So you can specify the value of R, X, and B in transmission line. Okay. So and the limit, this limit is specify the line capacity. How much MVA or megawatt is flow from this line. So suppose we can initially specify 100. Okay, there are different atmosphere limit is there, so you can only consider the first limit A and B for your analysis. Red's limit is not important for you. It is for different analysis. Okay. So this is line A. Okay. So by okay, so line number 1 from bus number 1 to bus number 2, resistance is 0.02, reactance is 0.2 and susceptance is 0.5. Okay. Similarly, we can draw bus number 3. So we can take bus. There is a line present between bus number 1 and 3. Okay. Bus number 1 and 3. There is one transmission line is there whose resistance is 0.03, reactance is 0.3 and susceptance is 0.05. So we can enter this line. So transmission line, single click on bus number 1, move downward. If you move right side, then right click, again move downward, right click and end, double click. So parameter of transmission line between bus number 1 and 3 is 0.03 resistance, 0.3 is reactance and 0.05 is susceptance. Again we take same limit. The line capacity is 100 MVA. Okay, therefore we enter the 100. Okay, so this is line between bus number 1 and 3. Next is there is also one line is present between bus number 2 and bus number 3 whose resistance is 0.03, reactance is 0.4 and susceptance is 0.05. So we can draw new transmission line between bus number 2 and 3. Resistance is 0.03, 0.4 and 0.05. Again the limit is 100 MVA. Okay. So any student have any doubt up to this? How can we draw the bus and transmission line in Powerwall simulator?
No, sir.
No. Any doubt?
No, sir.
No. Okay. So after that we can, okay, so this transmission line data we have entered in our model, right? Now generator data. So normally as we talked earlier, there are 3 types of buses are there. One is slack bus, another one is PV bus. It is also called a generator bus or voltage control bus. Now why it is called voltage control bus? What is the reason? What is my voltage control bus? Sivraj?
Sir, it remains constant voltage.
No, it is not constant voltage bus. It is voltage control bus. There are difference. The voltage is vary. It is not a fix. Therefore, it is called a voltage control bus. Yes, you are right. In PV bus, V is fixed, right? P and V is specified. Okay, in PV buses. Okay, in slack bus, we can specify the voltage and angle. Angle means load angle. Okay, delta. In PV buses, we can specify the power, active power generation and voltage of bus. And in PQ buses, we can specify active power load and reactive power load. See the table. Slack bus, voltage is specified, right? Initially the angle is 0 in each bus. In PV bus, P is specified and V is specified. In PQ bus, P load is specified and Q load is specified. Okay. So after performing the load flow analysis, you can there get the slack bus power, slack bus active and reactive power, PV bus reactive power, and PQ bus voltage and angle. Okay, right. So now what is the difference between active power and reactive power? First of all, Anjali? Bhargav, what is the difference between active power and reactive power?
Active power that we can consume, but reactive power that we cannot consume. It is reactive power we mostly used to allow power to flow.
Okay, very good. Okay. Deep Dave, 17E012. Not present. Right. Login देना जता रहा बता. 17E047. Umang.
Yes, sir.
What is the unit of
Sir,
active power? Unit of
sir,
active.
active power is consumed by resistive load and this type of load, and reactive power is consumed by inductive and capacitive load.
Unit of active power.
Watt.
And unit of reactive power.
VA, volt ampere.
Okay, very good. Nice one. Right. So okay. So now we can draw the generator. The generator is present normally PV bus. Okay. My question is why it is called the voltage control bus? What is the reason? So by changing the generator excitation, we can change the voltage, right? And therefore it is called the voltage control bus. Okay, because generator is present in PV buses. Okay. So first generator is present on bus number 2. So we can select the generator and click on bus number 2. The megawatt output is 50. It is already given in your table, right? There is one important thing. The set point voltage, right? It is very important. So whenever you place the generator on any buses, the set point voltage, it is similar to the bus voltage, right? Now what is bus voltage of generator? Bus number 2 is 1.04. Wait, I can see the bus voltage is 1.04. So we can specify the set point voltage of generator is 1.04 on bus number 2, right? Now see, the total demand is 200 megawatt, 100 plus 100, and generator is 50 megawatt. So how can we satisfy the remaining 150 megawatt plus losses of our system? My question, have you getting my question? Are you getting my question or not?
Sir, repeat करो ना एक बार.
Simple આપણી demand 200 megawatt છે. 100 megawatt બસ અહીંયા છે લોડ અને 100 megawatt નો બસ નંબર 3 પર લોડ છે. Right. So the total demand is 200 megawatt, but our generator capacity is 50 megawatt. So how can we fulfill the total demand plus losses of transmission line?
સર આપણે ગ્રીડમાંથી પાવર લઈશું.
Oh, grid is totally, what do you mean by grid? It is a totally different. This is a real system, right? Suppose you have 3 buses in your grid, right? This is your grid. Okay. This is your grid, simply.
બીજું જનરેટર જોઈશે સર આપણે.
Yes, બીજું જનરેટર જોઈશે તો એ જનરેટર ક્યાં આગળ હશે અને how much we can specify generator ratings? How can you specify the generator ratings? So this is a very important question for any Viva of power system or simulation lab. Here we can place the generator on a slack bus, right? We cannot specify the total power. Okay, 1.06 up direction upward, same. Okay. No, 1 minute. Okay. 1.06. 1.04. Yes. Okay. So first of all, when we draw the bus, at that time we specify the bus voltage 1.06 on bus number 1, and bus number 1 is our slack bus, right? And therefore I have specified the 1.06 voltage on bus number 1 and select system slack bus, right? Therefore this is your slack bus in your system. Normally in power system there is only one slack bus. The another name of slack bus is reference bus. Okay, always reference is always one, right? एक फाइल बने તમે લોકો કોપી કરી દો, right? એક જ ફાઇલ બને ને મેઇન, તો પછી તો બધી WhatsApp પર શેરિંગ થઈ જાય. Okay, so this is your slack bus. The voltage specified on bus number 2 is 1.04, and bus number 3 is, if the voltage is not given, we can take 1 pu ideally. Okay, so on bus number 3 voltage is not given, therefore we consider 1 pu. Now we can put the load. The load is present on bus number 2 and bus number 3, right? So load is there, bus number 3 load is 100 and 50. Okay, now see, normally load has 3 models: constant power model, constant current model, and constant impedance model. We can specify constant power model, right? Because we assume that the load is fixed, there is no change in our load demand. Okay, therefore we specify in constant power model. Okay, similarly the load is present on bus number 2, so we can select the load 100, 50 megawatt downward side. Okay, so this is our system, right? Okay, we enter all the data, line data and bus data. Now the first task is run the load flow with NR power flow method. Now normally there are 3 types of methods are there. You can go, first of all, run mode, select the run mode. Okay, in run mode go to the tools, from that solve. There are lots of methods are there for load flow analysis: full Newton, fast decouple, Gauss-Seidel and Newton-Raphson, right? The more accurate method is NR method, Newton-Raphson method. Now what is the reason, you can ask to Mihir sir. Okay. Okay, sir, why NR method is more accurate compared to GS? Okay, in next lab we can discuss about this. Okay, why it is more accurate. So for solving the load flow, right, or start. See, you can see the power from where to where the power is transferred, right, and how much power is transferred, right, in particular line. Suppose the line between bus number 1 and 3, the 84% power is transferred. Okay, the 84% means what? If your line capacity is 100 MVA, then 84 MVA is flow from bus number 1 to bus number 3. Okay, so how much transmission losses are present in this system? Anyone? How much transmission losses are present in this system? By visualizing this diagram, losses કેટલા છે ટ્રાન્સમિશન માં? આ ડાયાગ્રામ પરથી કઈ રીતે ખબર પડશે? Anyone have an idea about this?
Sir, maybe 4 megawatt.
Yes, correct. How?
Sir, total 200 megawatt નો લોડ છે અને આપણે 204 megawatt નું જનરેશન છે.
Very good. Very good. The total load is 100 megawatt plus 100 megawatt. It is 200 megawatt, and our generation is 50 megawatt plus 154 megawatt, means 204 megawatt. So demand is 200, generation is 204. So the transmission losses is PG minus PD, right? Generation minus demand equal to losses. So our losses is 4 megawatt. Okay.
Sir,
now
એક ક્વેશ્ચન હતો.
Yes.
સર આમાં એક જ બાજુ 84% એમ્પિયર નું દેખાડે છે, તો સર આપણે 50 મેગાવોટ વાળું જે જનરેટર છે એમાંથી બસ 3 માં કેટલા પરસેન્ટ એનો પાવર જાય છે એ જાણવું હોય તો?
આ રહ્યો ને અહીંયા 32.9%. દેખાય છે?
સર રાઈટ ક્લિક કર્યું કે ડબલ ક્લિક? સિંગલ.
ઓકે, સિમ્પલ. આ જે સર્કલ છે ને,
હા,
રાઈટ, એના પર ડબલ ક્લિક કરવાનું.
ઓકે,
right, you can see this much power is from this line. It is 32.9 megawatt. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Any question? Other question? See, now what is the importance of slack bus? This is very important question, right? Okay, what is the function of slack bus, or what is the importance of slack bus? So initially our generation is only 50 megawatt. So by connecting the slack bus generator, we can satisfy our demand. So the function of slack bus is to balance the power, right? જેટલો પાવર તમારી સિસ્ટમમાં ખૂટતો હશે એને સપ્લાય કોણ કરશે? સ્લેક બસ. ઓકે, રાઈટ. So this is very important for you. So if you want the data, right, so first of all stop this case information, model explorer, right. See, we can initially specify the bus voltage on we can specify the voltage on bus number 3 is 1 pu initially, but after performing the load flow analysis, the bus voltage on bus number 3 is 0.93 pu, right, and the angle initially for all buses it is 0, but after performing the load flow analysis, the slack bus angle remain constant. We can calculate the new angle of bus number 2, means PV generator bus is minus 7.74 and load bus minus 12.96. So you can get all the parameters, right, P, Q, V and delta of each bus after performing the load flow analysis. Okay. So how can you say that your load flow analysis is correct, right? So suppose you specified bus number 1 as a slack bus, right? And you specified the voltage 1.06 and angle 0 degree. If this is not changing, then your load flow analysis is correct. If your voltage and angle is changed on slack bus, then your load flow analysis is wrong, right? This is the main you can verify your result by seeing this. If your voltage and angle is changed, then your load flow analysis is wrong. Otherwise, it is right. Okay. So
Sir.
this, yes, Arpit.
સર આપણે લોડ તો વેરિયેબલ આવી છે તો એ પ્રમાણે પછી બસમાં વોલ્ટેજ ને એ બધું વેરી થશે તો એનું
we cannot do the dynamic load flow analysis, right? At present, we can perform the static load flow analysis. Means we assume that the power is constant, okay? Right, and therefore here we get the constant value of voltage, okay?
Okay.
If you want to perform the dynamic load flow analysis, then it is very difficult as undergraduate for undergraduate student, right? There are lots of parameters we can consider in dynamic load flow analysis, and it is very difficult. So at undergraduate student, we, you know, your syllabus always static load flow analysis is present. Okay. So normally you can know that there are in power system there mainly three stages are there. One is generation, another one is a transmission, and third one is a distribution, right? So in your syllabus you can learn about the transmission line related load flow analysis method, right? याद रखो खास, in your undergraduate syllabus you can learn about transmission line load flow related methods. You cannot learn about the distribution side load flow related method, right? There are different methods available for distribution system, okay? Here also we can learn about the transmission line related load flow method. So NR, GS, fast decouple, all the methods are related to transmission line network, not a distribution side network, okay? Right? So you cannot use NR method, GS method in distribution network, okay? For that you can use different other method, okay? If you want to learn about this, then tell me in next lecture we can learn about the distribution side load flow analysis, okay? So બધાને ખબર પડી આવો આજનું? સ્ટીલ એની ડાઉટ? કોઈને પણ કઈ ડાઉટ હોય ફરીથી હજી સમજવું હોય, રાઈટ? કે હાઉ કેન વી ડ્રો ધ સિસ્ટમ ઓર in Powerwall simulator? So you can ask me anytime, any question. Right, now suppose we can change the generation capacity of bus number 2, right? एक second, पहले अपने stop कर दीजिए. Now we increase the capacity of generator 2 to 100 megawatt, right? After that run, solve, see. Now meet Bhatt, roll number 6. આજે બધા પ્રેઝન્ટ નહીં ને એમની બધાની બોલતા નહીં ને બધાની એબ્સેન્ટ કરી દેવાની છે. અંજલિ, ये नहीं, नीलू,
हाँ सर,
यस, भार्गव છે, ऋतिक નથી, नीत નથી, तीर्थ,
yes sir.
Tirth, how much losses are there in this system? How much losses are there?
2 megawatt, sir.
Very good. Right. Because the total generation is 202 megawatt and the load is 200 megawatt. So your system losses is 2 megawatt, right? So you can try to different combination, right, for analysis. Okay. Now suppose I want to open this line, the line between bus number 1 and 3. So this is
સર આપણે હવે આપણને ખબર જ છે કે આપણને 200 મેગાવોટ પાવર જોઈએ છે. તો આપણે ઇનિશિયલી સ્લેક બસમાં એ નાખી નહીં શકીએ પાવર, તો બે જે મેગાવોટ નો લોસ થાય છે નહીં થાય.
ઓકે સી નીલુ તું જે કહેશ કે બે જનરેટર આપણી પાસે છે, રાઈટ? ઓકે, સો if we remove this generator, then this scenario is happen. See,
okay,
the line between bus number 1 and 2 is overloaded, right?
Yes, sir.
So the power flow from line 1 to 2 is 115 megawatt, but the line capacity is only 100 megawatt. So maybe thermal heating is there, right? Line maybe breakdown. Suppose this line is breakdown, your system is blackout.
Okay.
Right?
Sir.
So this may happen. So it is not advisable to take directly power from only one generator. Right?
Okay.
So suppose if we remove the line between bus number 1 and 3, see. Right? See, the line between bus number 1 and 3 is overloaded. Okay. So this type of analysis is very important, right? As a power system operator, okay, what is happening if any line is back down, then how system is behave. This type of analysis is very important, right? So this is one practical demo practical of power simulator, right? If you have still any doubt, then ask me. ખબર પડી ભાઈ બધાને? સિમ્પલ.
હા સર.
This is only one software, right? આ એક જ એવું સોફ્ટવેર છે આપણી સિસ્ટમમાં કે જ્યાં તમે પાવરની ફ્લોની ડાયરેક્શન જોઈ શકો છો, રાઈટ? આ જે એરો છે એ પાવર ફ્લોની ડાયરેક્શન છે, રાઈટ? જો જેટલો પાવર વધારે એટલો થશે એરાની સાઇઝ લાર્જ થતી જાય છે. સી, રાઈટ? આમાં હજી પાવર ઓછો ફ્લો થાય છે તો એરો ઇઝ સ્મોલ, આમાં થોડોક વધારે છે તો લાર્જ. See, red થઈ જાય છે. So this type of visualization is only available in Powerball simulator software, right? It is not available in MATLAB, Power Factory, My Power. It is not available. So it is very good software for student understanding, right? How system is behave.
Sir.
Yes.
આપણે અહીંયા સ્લેક બસ પાસે કેપેસિટર બેંક મૂકી દઈ તો
શું કરું છું? વેઇટ તમે તમારું જે તમને આઈડિયા આવતા જાય છે, રાઈટ? એ આપણે આમાં ઇમ્પ્લિમેન્ટ કરી અને જોઈએ કે સિસ્ટમ શું બિહેવ થાય છે. કયું કેપેસિટર આપણે શન્ટ કેપેસિટર મૂકવું પડશે?
હા.
વોટ ઇઝ ધ કેપેસિટી ઓફ યોર કેપેસિટર બેંક?
સર ઈ નથી ખબર.
ઓકે, 60 MVAr સપોઝ. ઓકે, હવે શું કરવું છે? સી
તો આ લોસ છે ને ઈ કમ્પેન્સેટ થાય એમ જો પેરેલલ માં કેપેસિટર બેંક રાખી.
એક્ટિવ પાવર લોસીસ, રાઈટ? વી નોર્મલી એક્ટિવ પાવર લોસીસ.
ઓકે,
રાઈટ? વી કેન નોટ કન્સિડર ધ રિએક્ટિવ પાવર લોસીસ, રાઈટ? હું જ્યાં ભણતો હતો ત્યારે મને એલડીના એક સર હતા, બાબરિયા સર. ગુજરાતમાં બહુ મોટું નામ હતું એમનું. એ મને એવું અમને લોકોને એવું શીખવાડ્યું છે કે રિએક્ટિવ પાવર એ નિર્દોષ છે એમ, એને કોઈ છંછેરવાનો નહીં, ખોટો લોકો એની વાયા પર રહી જાય એમ, right? We can only take mainly focus on active power. Okay, see, if you provide the capacitor bank on bus number 1, then generator 1 is consuming the reactive power. It is not supplying the reactive power. See, it is minus 22 MVAr, means this generator is consume the reactive power from the system, right? So this type of analysis we can do. First of all, we remove the capacitor bank. Okay, it is not a good solution. Okay, now mainly my main focus is case information model explorer. How much voltage on bus number 3 is 0.9358, right? So now if we want to reach up to 1 pu, because ideal voltage is 1 pu, right? You already know the pu per unit, right? So ideal voltage is 1 pu. So if you increase the voltage on bus number 3 up to 1 pu, how can you increase? Which type of modification you can do in your system for increasing the voltage of bus number 3? Any suggestion? તમારે બસ નંબર 3 ના વોલ્ટેજ 0.93 pu થી 1 pu લઈ જવા છે, તો તમે સિસ્ટમમાં શું ચેન્જીસ કરશો? How can you modify your system?
સર રિએક્ટિવ પાવર ઓછો થાય તો પીયુ ઇમ્પ્રૂવ થાય.
No, if pu reactive power means no, it is not good, because if you increase the reactive power, then voltage is increased. Q is directly proportional to the V, right?
સર કેપેસિટર બેંક મૂકવી પડશે આપણે.
Yes, capacitor bank મૂકવી પડશે. Very good answer. પણ આપણે સિસ્ટમમાં કઈ જગ્યાએ capacitor bank મૂકશું? At which place?
લોડ પાસ.
There are two loads are present on bus number 2 and bus number 3. On which bus we can put the capacitor bank?
Bus 3.
Okay. So first of all, we select the capacitor bank, shunt capacitor, put on bus number 3. Suppose the capacity of capacitor bank is 70 MVAr, right? Control display bus number 3 means downward. Okay, this is capacitor, this is load, right? Now we can run our model. Okay, and go to case information model explorer. Your voltage is 1.08, right? Initially without capacitor bank your voltage is 0.93 pu. By connecting the capacitor bank of capacity 82.25 MVAr, we can increase the voltage up to 1.08 pu. So another must, okay, so here control modes are there. If you fix your MVR capacity, discrete MVR means your voltage upper value and lower value you can select, or your target value you can select. Accordingly, they select the different voltage, different value of reactive power. Okay, continuous, we can select the continuous. Okay, first and see what happened. Case information model exposure 1 pu, right? So by providing the 32.46 MVAr, we can get the 1 pu voltage on bus number 3, right? So by connecting the capacitor bank in your system, you can improve the particularly bus voltage. Okay, clear?
સર બસ 2 પર આપણે કેપેસિટર બેંક મૂકીએ તો શું ઇફેક્ટ થશે?
Yes, okay, now see what happened on bus number 2. System में एक मिस्टेक થઈ જાય ને તો એક પ્રોબ્લેમ થાય છે. One second, possible. મારા ફરીથી ડ્રો કરવી પડશે સિસ્ટમ, because I 6 2 મિનિટ હું તમને આખી સિસ્ટમ જોઈને બતાવી દઉં.
સર આમાં કોઈ બસ કે કોઈ લાઈન છે આપડી એ કોપી કરી શકીએ?
કોપી કરી શકો યસ, પણ બેટર કે નવી જ લે તો સારું, કે કોઈ ઇસ્યુ એના જે ડેટા સ્ટોર થઈ ગયા હોય, રાઈટ, મે બી એ તમારા એનાલિસિસમાં કોઈ દિવસ કદાચ ડિફરન્ટ લાવી શકે.
ઇન કેસ સર કોપી કરીએ તો જે એકચ્યુઅલ આપડી બસ કે લાઈનનો ડેટા છે એ સેમ રહેશે?
હા
કે
એ
નવા
છે. નવો એન્ટર કરાવડાવો, તમારા ચેન્જીસ હોય ઇફ તો પછી તમારે નવો એન્ટર કરાવડાવવાનો, બાકી સેમ જ રહેશે. બેટર ઓપ્શન એ જ છે કે તમે નવી લાઈન જ લો, રાઈટ.
ઓકે.
એકવાર ગ્રીપ આવી જશે ને તો કશી વાર નહીં લાગે તમને લોકોને. સૌથી મોટી ચેલેન્જ તો આમાં આ સ્ટ્રેટ લાઈન નહીં આવે. જ્યારે ડ્રો કરશો ને ટ્રાન્સમિશન લાઈન સ્ટ્રેટ લાઈન જ નહીં આવે.
હવે તો સર પેલું સિંગલ ક્લિક વાળું છે ને?
What is the set point voltage of generator 1? 1.06, right? It is a bus voltage. આ ઓરિએન્ટેશન ડાઉનવર્ડ છે તેને અપવર્ડ કરી દેશો તો એ અપર સાઈડ જતું રહેશે, રાઈટ. એટલે વિઝ્યુલાઇઝેશન તમારી ડાયાગ્રામ સારો લાગે એના માટે જ છે. જનરેટર 250 setting and it is upward. The load is present on bus number 3. It is 100. Another load is present on bus number 2. 100. 50. It is also downward. Right, this is our initial system. We can run the load flow analysis. क्या करना चाहता है? 0.05, 0.02, 0.2, 0.05 बराबर છે. Two and 3, 0.03, 0.3 and 0.05.
સર જનરેટર 100 મેગાવોટનું કર્યું હતું ને આપણે?
નહીં નહીં, એ તો આપણે કરીએ જ છે હજી. હવે પહેલાં એક આનો જે ક્વેશ્ચન છે ને એના આપણે ડાઉટ કરતા જઈએ કે સપોઝ ઇફ વી કનેક્ટ ધ શન્ટ કેપેસિટર ઓન બસ નંબર 2, right, and the capacity of shunt capacitor is 60 MVAR. Okay, so display it is upward side. Now what is happening, right, in your system, right? It's not supply your reactive power. See, because the
બટ
total
સર આપણી
બોલો
સર આપણી નોર્મલ જે કન્ડિશન હતી સર એમાં 101% નહોતો જતો આમાં લોડમાં.
એટલે આ તો તને ખાલી બતાવ્યું છે, રાઈટ, ઇનિશિયલી, બરાબર, કે કોઈ પણ વસ્તુ હશે, રાઈટ, કે તું સપોઝ આને આપણે 101 નહોતું જ જતી, મેં ખબર છે, મેં એ જ ચેક કર્યું કે અહીંયા 0.02 જ છે, 0.0, 0.2, 0.05, 0.03, અને એ જ છે, પેરામીટર્સ તો બરાબર છે બધા. ઇનિશિયલી જે આપણી જે સિસ્ટમ હતી ને, રાઈટ, 71 બધા બરાબર ડેટા જાના મેં ચેક કર્યા, રાઈટ. આખા જો તમે પણ ડ્રો કરશો ને તો તમને આ ડેટા આખા અવેલેબલ છે જ ઓલરેડી. યસ 197. If we connect the shunt capacitor on bus number 3, then let's see what happening. Voltage કેટલા આયા? 1, right. So if you want to connect the shunt capacitor on bus number 2, then if your system is not require the reactive power, then the reactive power supplying by the shunt capacitor is 0, right? Okay, so this is from my side.
Okay, sir.
If right, so suppose still you connect, यार आना upward, આ એક છે ને upward downward નું જોતા રહેજો, ને તો ડાયાગ્રામ ખબર નહીં પડે કયો પેરામીટર કેનો છે. See, right, by connecting the reactive power at bus number 2, by connecting the shunt capacitor bank at bus number 2, right, it's not supply any reactive power to the system, right, because already the reactive power demand is satisfied by these two generator. So your total reactive power demand is 50 MVAr, 50 MVAr, total is 100 MVAr, and supplying is 93 ना, એટલું થાય છે ને, 31 plus 62, 13, हाँ, 93. So your okay, Maji, 1 second, oh. Case information, हाँ, 0 કેમ લીધું? Okay, આ બસ નંબર ઓલાનું બતાવે છે. સિસ્ટમ સેવ નથી કે સેવ કેસ. અહીંયા નોમિનલ આવતા જ નથી. આ ક્યાંથી આવે? 20. Okay, okay. 20 રહી ગયા. Okay. ડિમાન્ડ જરા સેટિસ્ફાઈડ થઈ જાય છે, પણ I cannot find this 20.79 MVAr at bus number 3, right? Because we already removed that shunt capacitor on bus number 3. So how can this taken? હું આખો મોડેલ ડ્રો કરી તમને પાછું મોકલી આપીશ, રાઈટ? તમે ચેન્જીસ કરી જોજો એકવાર અને હું એ કરી જોઈશ. ઓકે, બાકી if the shunt capacitor is not present on bus number 3, at that time this reactive power may be supplied minimum 20 or 30 MVAR, because your demand is 100 MVAR plus losses and generator is supplying only 93 MVAR. So remaining MVAR or remaining reactive power is supplied by the capacitor bank, right? So maybe the voltage of this bus is not changing, because at PV buses the voltage is fixed, right? So there is no effect on voltage of this bus. Okay, right? So yes, any doubt?
No, sir.
कोई ने? शिवराज नहीं.
No, sir.
નો સર.
Okay, one second.
No, sir.
Okay.
Oh, sir.
Done. हाँ बढ़ी गई, હવે ના બોલતા. एक का सेकंड, राइट? 1 minute. So I have already uploaded the student version of Powerball Simulator 17, right? And latest in June, Powerball 21 is already available on Powerball website, right? You can download it from there, and I can also upload it Teams, class materials, experiment 1, and this is basic problem, right, which we have done. Okay, so you can analyze this, you can do the practice on this, right? Right. Okay, so any doubt?
No.
No, sir.
Okay, so
No, sir.
you can leave
No,
the.
sir.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.